I am done with writing in the coffee shop. I am very happy with what I did. I did some admin bits as well. I've got some stuff for my latest YouTube vlog that I needed to do. So I was working on a thumbnail. So last night I had a bit of insomnia. I went and in the middle of the night went downstairs to read, and I was like, oh no, I was meant to start uploading my vlog to YouTube so that it was ready this morning to upload tonight, and I just had to literally do thumbnail and description and title and stuff. I didn't do that yesterday evening, so I realised that at 3 o'clock in the morning and thought, I'll just do that now and it can just do it during the night time. Well, it didn't. It decided to do like 30% of it. So whilst I was in Starbucks, that was uploading as well. So that was great for my hotspot. I was working on the thumbnail, figuring out some title options. I still need to do the description, but I want to go home and check that that's all okay and get that finalised because it needs to go up tonight. And then I did some writing and finished the chapter that I was on. Really happy with that. I think I'm probably halfway through everything now for the book, which is awesome. I'm hoping that I can finish it by the end of this month, but we will just see. I did go and do some shopping because it's just, I think the author's days just lends itself to doing a little bit of life admin and some errands and things like that. So I went for a little shopping spree. So I'm going to go home now, have some lunch, finish the YouTube vlog stuff that needs to happen. I might go live on TikTok. I went live yesterday for the first time in a very, very long time, and I'd really want to do it today. I wouldn't like to do it today. I'd quite like to just be like, you know what, I just won't even bother. But I think because it's so new, it's one of those things I have to sort of push myself through and to do. So I just want to do like a little bit of writing sprints on TikTok, and I think I just have to sort of force myself to do it. So I'm really like resisting it, but I'm like, once I get used to it, it will be fine. I just have to be uncomfortable for a little bit, and obviously we don't ever want to be uncomfortable. So I'm going to try and push myself through on doing that because I'm going to be writing. Like, I'm going to go home, I'm going to do this little bit of admin stuff, which realistically won't take me that long at all. Eat food, and I've got probably 2.5 hours left of my day, so I'm going to be writing. And so I might as well go live on TikTok and just write on TikTok. If nobody comes along, that's fine. It is okay. If you're ever on TikTok and want to watch somebody writing, then come and join me when I go live. But it's one of those things that you have to start doing to build it up, and I know that, but it's just obviously resistance. So force myself just for a little bit, see how I settle, see if I do get comfortable. I'm sure I will. Like with everything, I think the more you do it, the more you feel comfortable. Anyway, long rambling. Let's get home, have something to eat, do this little admin bits. Let's get back to writing. I am writing a scene where they almost kiss, which for a slow burn is like a really big point, because especially enemies to lovers, right? Because they have been enemies for this whole point, and things have changed, and not so much the enemies vibes anymore, and I am here for it. So yeah, I really want to get that finished. And we're right at the back end of the story now, I think. I never really know, because obviously I'm discovery writing this, so I'm not entirely sure. But from what I've sort of thought of what the next scenes that are going to be, like what they've popped up into my head, we are towards the end of the story. Definitely second half of the story now, I think. We'll see. I think like my last chapter was the longest one that I've written. And so I feel like the next few chapters might be quite long. So in terms of word count, no, but in terms of chapter, in terms of the amount of chapters left, maybe. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go home. So I'm back home. I'm going to do myself a cup of coffee and some lunch. I think I'm just going to go for yogurt at the moment. Just have my yogurt and honey and nuts and bloody blah. Breakfast stuff still hasn't been cleared away because I've obviously spent all of the day so far out. But I'm going to sit down, have lunch whilst I do my admin bits, and then back to writing. And I've got no idea whether you can tell, but the sun is finally shining, which is so nice because it has been a very, very long, gloomy winter. And it is finally feeling like spring. It's actually warm enough to go outside without a coat on, which I love to feel. And oh, that was close. I just had yogurt in my hair. I'm looking forward to getting back to my writing for the rest of the day. And yeah, I think I'll have actually like I've got like closer to 3 hours left. I didn't actually realise what the time was. I thought it was later than it actually was, but I actually have quite a bit of writing time, but I do need to get this vlog up for tonight. Also, I realised that as I was driving here, I hadn't really done an update on how my writing is actually going. So I've just hit, with the writing done today, I've just hit 20,000 words in the book. So I'm hoping actually that would mean that I'm more than halfway through, because I want it to be a short story and I'd really like it not to go over 35,000 words. So let's really hope that I'm closer than I was thinking. Also, I realised that for you it might only be a couple of weeks since my last vlog, but in reality it has been quite some time since my last vlog, and I've just been sort of doing other author stuff, sort of doing a little, obviously I've been doing writing but not that consistently, and trying to get on top of my vlog schedule again, because I went a little bit wayward there, and this will be like my first full writing vlog, because my last vlog I'm just about to release was also finishing up the planning. Not that I was planning, because just to recap for anybody that's new, I've changed, just for this book, I'm experimenting and I am trying to discovery write it rather than plot it. And that essentially means that I don't really have a plan of what's going on and I'm discovering it as I write. And I was really beating myself up because I was like, no, I can't think about this and I can't think about that. And actually, I was like, as I'm writing, ideas are coming up for future chapters, and that's fine. That's the whole point of the discovery writing. But I was like, oh no, I can't know what happens in the next chapter. And I'm like, that's just ridiculous. So I just chilled out a little bit with myself. What I'm doing is, as I'm writing the chapters, I'm putting it on my normal plot sheet, how I would like normally structure books, and just to sense check that what is happening in the story is in line with what I would normally write, and things are escalating at the right time and tensions building at the right time and conflicts happening when it needs to happen. So I'm just sort of backdating that, and when I do come up with this could be a scene, this could be a scene, this could be a scene, I'm just sort of plotting that where that would go. But I'm like, that's still discovery writing. It's not, discovery writing isn't necessarily, you don't think of anything, it's just you don't have a predetermined destination, and I didn't have a predetermined destination. The destination is revealing itself as I am writing, and I think that's okay. That's fine, and this is just an experiment for myself. You know, nobody's going to come along and be like, oh my god, don't call yourself a discovery writer, because that is not how you do it. I think everybody's way of creating stories, for discovery writers, for plotters, is very different, and that's okay, and it develops over time, and with different books it just changes. And so this was just an experiment to see if I could do it, and I can do it. I'm actually really enjoying it. I don't think I'm going to become a discovery writer full time, but actually I've really enjoyed discovering the story, and that was the whole point. I thought I just actually needed to update you on all of that anyway. And yeah, let's go and get this admin stuff done whilst I'm eating. Oh, I was going to do a cup of coffee and have a cup of coffee and have some water, and then write maybe on a live. We're going to do it on a live. scheduled to go, so that is great. I decided not to do myself a cup of coffee with my lunch. And you might hear my very loud kettle going because immediately when I finished I was like, I really fancy a cup of coffee. So I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee and I'm going to force myself to go live. I'm going to set it all up and I'm just going to do it. I've got more than 2 hours to do writing and nothing else to do. I mean, there's loads of other stuff that I could do, but nothing else to do that I'm going to do today. And eagle-eyed viewers will see that we have changed around our living room and we've got our corner sofa back now and we're doing a whole big change around, so it's a little bit of a mess. But I did come up with some paint samples because we have lived in a very white box for years and years and years, and it is time to get our house sorted. I'm toying with the idea of sort of moving away from the dining table for the place that I work and actually having a dedicated desk area, and so I'm figuring all of that out and how that would actually fit in. So that might be coming up relatively soon, a little change, and I'm very excited at the possibility of that. But even if I'm still at the desk, it will still be a lot better. And yeah, I'm thinking of going like a natural colour. I think these are too pinky for the room. We've got a north facing room, so it gets quite dark in here and not a lot of like natural sunlight, so I don't want to go too dark. I don't think it's the camera's picking up exactly how pink these are, but I don't think that's the way to go. I did though pick up this green because I love a little bit of green, and I was like, oh hello, love that. It's definitely too dark for the whole room, but I mean maybe as some like accent bits or something like that. I just was looking at what it's called. Thames Fog. I live right next to the River Thames, so that's quite cute. I was saying to my mother-in-law, who loves all things interior design, how I sort of just pick paint colours based off of the names of the paints. And so like this is like Wisp of Cocoa, and I was like, yeah, Puppy Paws. So cute. Puff pastry. Who doesn't like puff pastry? Biscuit crumbs. Now I think biscuit crumbs is potentially my favourite. I think beach dune is too dark. Natural soap, maybe. Thinking biscuit crumbs. Not decided though. It takes me a long time to make a decision. You might have got that if you've stuck around with my vlogs for a while. Anyway, procrastinating. I'm going to make a cup of coffee, set up my live, and I'm going to write on the live. I'm going to do it. I did it yesterday. There's no issues with me doing it today. Stop talking and stop procrastinating. Get a cup of coffee and let's get this done. Camera's on a tripod, my phone's on a tripod. There's a lot of filming going on. Okay, I'll just go with that. I'll go with that. Oh, honestly, it's really do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Wish me luck. Hello, I'm back for some writing experience. I've been writing this morning and I'm getting to a really good chapter and I want to just spend the rest of the day writing. So I'm doing some writing sprints to Starbucks this morning and admin bits. I just feel like writing out in a coffee shop is like peak author life. Yes, I do have books out. What I'm writing is my 20th book, and I decided to change everything up and do something completely different by like doing discovery writing rather than my normal writing. Oh, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Yes, I have those books. I think my favourite, what was my favourite one of those in the series? I think it might have been the Strawberry Patch. What's it called? Strawberry Patch Waffle House Pancake Shop? Pancake Cafe? Something like that. I am definitely not writing anything like Sherlock Holmes. I know, I do feel like I've got a really serious writing face. Like I've got my camera next to me because I'm also vlogging this. And since I've been vlogging, I've realised how bad my writing face is. I mean, my family have always said about how I look like I have resting bee face, but my writing face is also very special. Right, I am going to leave it there. I've only got a little bit more left after this chapter, and I'm very excited. It is coming together so nicely. So I'm going to leave you there. I will be back at some point to do another live, and I will see you then. Okay, bye. It's done. Oh, I did an hour and 10 minutes. I had comments. I had like somebody actually commenting like, oh, it made so much difference. And that was so nice. I actually got to have a conversation with somebody, and yeah, I'm happy. Oh, I got a new follower from it. I got 7 comments. I got likes. That's good. Okay. I think the more I do it, the more easier it will feel. Yeah, I'm happy. I need to charge this camera because this camera is on orange, so I'm going to go and film that. I'm going to carry on writing, and I will catch you up in a minute. I am back. I did not manage to do my normal outro before I went on the school run. I got caught up in some family conversations and I am halfway through a sentence, which I said I would never do that again, but I have that sentence to finish, and I would like to finish the rest of the scene, so I'm going to get that done because otherwise I'm going to forget exactly where I'm at. But I am done for the day, basically, so I'm going to leave this vlog here. It has been a bit of a random one. This is sometimes just how author days go. They go really quick, full of little bits here and there. I try to prioritise writing, seeing as that is what I am. But I do sometimes feel guilty if I spend a lot of time writing, like I'm being naughty because it's just so much fun. Like, why am I allowed to write? But that's actually what I wanted to get done. I obviously spent quite a lot of the morning in the coffee shop, which is just like peak author day. I definitely do not do that every author day because that would not be good for me, but it is a really good experience just to do on a random occasion. That is literally me done. The next vlog, I'm going to take you on some small town inspiration breakaway. I'm going to go and see my sister in a very, very small town in Devon, and I want to bring you along because if you love small town like I write, you're going to love this place. And I thought it's a perfect little break, get away, do some author bits, have some small town inspiration. I think you will love it, so I will see you then. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Happy reading!